Welcome to day 12 of our pantry challenge. Today we're having an ice cream challenge. So for this challenge, we're just using pantry items, but we're approaching this from two different angles. Mine is going to use sweetened condensed milk, evaporated milk, confectionery sugar, some vanilla, and a pinch of salt in a bowl with a mixer.
And mine is going to use heavy whipping cream, so a can of La Media Crema, some sugar, granulated sugar, a pinch of salt, some vanilla, and I'm going to add cocoa powder to mine so I can have a chocolate ice cream. And I don't need a bowl or a mixer. I'm just going to put it in a largemouth canning jar and shake it.
So we're going to rate this, whose tastes better, whose is creamier, and the ease of making it. Also, the potential bonus of him not having to use a mixer versus me using a mixer, though we're both going to need someplace cold to put these, so power really isn't part of our challenge for this one.
No. So mine has to be in the freezer for a minimum of 4 hours, but preferably overnight. And Marilyn's has to be in the freezer for 6 hours or potentially overnight. So either way, we're not going to know how these taste until tomorrow. Well, that's not exactly true. We've tasted the ice cream before, but we won't know how this batch tastes until tomorrow.
Well, we may, with a little bit of movie magic.
No.
So I'm starting with a 12-ounce can of my evaporated milk. And I've had this, like I said, chilling in the refrigerator. Normally, I just grab it. If I know I'm going to be making the ice cream in a day or two, I throw the can in the fridge. And I'm going to use my electric hand mixer on high. And I'm going to whip this until it starts to get peaks. So let me get that started, and then I'll show you what that looks like when you reach that point. So I've beaten the evaporated milk until it's fluffy and forms soft peaks like this. Now it's time for me to add my confectionery sugar, and I'm going to put this in a third at a time. So I've got 1.25 cups of confectionery sugar. So I'm just going to put in about 1/3 of it at a time. I'm going to whip that in until I've got it all combined, and I'll be right back. So now we're ready to add our condensed milk, and this is a 14-ounce can. So I'm going to mix that in, and I'm just using a spatula to get it out of the can. Now it took me maybe 2 minutes, a little bit more, to get that original evaporated milk up to fluffy with those peaks forming, and it only took less than a minute to get all the confectionery sugar in. So let's get this. Okay, I'm going to be using my beaters, so I don't mind cleaning that off there. I'm going to be using 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract. And this is homemade vanilla extract that we make and keep on our pantry shelf. And it makes it really nice to have that fresh. So there we go. And then the only other ingredient is just a pinch of salt. Now I'm going to mix these using my hand mixer, my speed mixer, and I'm just going to do it on a lower speed just to combine all these thoroughly together, and I'll be back as soon as that's done. So that's all mixed together. So in total, 4 to 5 minutes to get that all whipped up. Now I'm just pouring it out of my bowl into this container that has a cover. We'll see if it all fits. If it doesn't, I'll just grab another cover for the rest, which it looks like I may have to do. I'll get a smaller container to finish that off. And I'm just gonna snap the cover on, and this is going to go in the freezer for 6 hours or overnight. So the rest of what was in the bowl, pretty much 2/3 of the way filled up this container. Now for this ice cream, if you want to add fruit or something to it, like we added peaches, don't add it at this point. Let it sit for 2 to 3 hours and then add the fruit. That way it doesn't all just settle to the bottom. So let me get this in the freezer with the other container, and we'll be on to see how Steve's goes.
Although I've made this recipe in the past, I used heavy whipping cream. This is going to be an experiment using La Media Crema because heavy whipping cream and heavy cream are pretty much the same thing, but I think this is kind of its own thing, and it's just like a heavy cream, so it may not have as much fat content. So we're going to have to see how it works. But that's what this is all about. This little challenge is kind of an experiment to see which one is better, but also you may or may not have Marilyn's ingredients on hand. You may not have the ingredients I'm using on hand. It's what you've got and finding out whether or not it's worth making or worth carrying those ingredients so that you can make this type of thing. I know everybody can live without ice cream, but sometimes you can't. Sometimes you can't live without ice cream. So I'm going to be making just plain vanilla. Actually, I'm going to make chocolate today. I forgot I was going to be putting cocoa powder in there. All of the different flavors for this recipe are basically you make a vanilla ice cream, which is everything that I'm doing here minus the chocolate. And then if you want chocolate, you add the 2 tablespoons of chocolate. If you want to make a strawberry, you add 2 tablespoons of strawberry jam or strawberry jelly. And if you want to make coffee, you use an instant coffee. So that was the awkward part now that we got that in there. So it's going to be 1 can of La Media Crema. If it works, I'm going to do 1 teaspoon of vanilla or vanilla extract. I'm going to do just a pinch of salt. And I'm using granulated sugar. I'm going to use 3 tablespoons of granulated sugar. And I'm going to do 2 tablespoons of baking cocoa to make this a chocolate ice cream. And that's it for mine. Mine's pretty easy. We'll have to see what happens. Like I said, in the past, it was made using just whipping cream or heavy whipping cream. So now I just have to sit and shake this until it's thoroughly blended. And maybe 5-10 minutes. And once it's blended, I'll put it in the freezer. First, I'll bring it back and show you what it looks like, and then we'll put it in the freezer. It'll be overnight, and tomorrow we'll see how it comes out. Well, this is a great way to find out exactly how out of shape you are. 5 minutes is a really long time. This is probably a really good project for kids. They can each make their own flavor, and you can keep them busy. They got to sit and shake their ice cream for 5 minutes. They'll learn how to earn things. And then they got to wait overnight before they can even enjoy it. So that's 5 minutes, all done. I have a nice consistent brown. Now I could have probably used a mixer just like Marilyn did. But the idea is it's kind of just an old-fashioned, throw it in a jar, shake it up, and then put it in the freezer and freeze it. So that's what the next step we're going to do. I'm going to pop it in the freezer, and then tomorrow morning, me and Marilyn will see what our ice creams taste like.
Well, we're back to check out our ice cream. It's actually the next day, and we are going to start with the one that I made. which is just a vanilla ice cream. We're going to scoop some into each bowl and see what we think. So it looks like ice cream in the bowl. Use my little spoon here to get my scoop off.
Now we've had this before, so we already know what it tastes like, but just to compare the two side by side, because we've never done that before. We've never had both, one right after the other, so that we could better describe what the differences are between the two.
So there's some ice cream for Steve and some ice cream for me. Give it a taste. Smooth and creamy. A little sweeter than regular ice cream.
Yeah. It's very airy, but it doesn't have malt in it, which is a bonus. I don't know if malt affects everyone out there the same way it affects me.
Yeah.
But it has that very airy, because of the whipping, it has that real airy feel to it.
Yeah. So when I cut into it with my spoon, it's like just into regular, a little bit softer ice cream, like when you first get it and open it for the first time, and it scoops nice and easy.
Yep. Very good.
Yes, I can definitely see this as a pantry stable substitute. So these are items that we always keep in our pantry anyway. Now I tried some of this with some strawberries, so let me grab some of that and we'll see how that came out.
More of Marilyn's ice cream. I guess one advantage to her recipe is you do get a lot more than you get with my recipe.
For you.
Yeah, that's good for me.
Now this is a much smaller container, and we added the strawberries towards the end, but let's see how this is. I definitely like it with fruit. Like I said, we've made this before with peaches, and it was absolutely amazing. It does melt a little quicker than your standard store ice cream.
I think that's because of the way it's whipped. It just melts quicker, but it's delicious.
Now, on to the suffering of having to try one more ice cream. We'll finish this, clean our bowls, and we'll be back to try the ice cream that Steve made.
All right, it's time to try the jarred ice cream. Now this one was really, really cold when we took it out of the freezer, so I let it sit for a little bit so that I'd be able to scoop it. Whoop. Ooh, I'm gonna make a mess.
Hold on, I'll help you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Scoop for me.
It smells good.
Ooh, I can tell this is gonna give me brain freeze. Oh, thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay,
Now the taste
let's
test.
try this out. Tastes like chocolate ice cream, kind of. I would say the texture isn't quite the same. I think Marilyn's is very smooth and fluffy. This is a lot more dense, I guess.
You know what it makes me think of? A fudgicle.
That's exactly what this tastes like.
Tastes like you put a fudgicle in a bowl. So I'm wondering how these would be in
A pop?
like the little popsicle containers. Pour this into a popsicle container and freeze it.
You'd have to, yeah.
Yeah. I'm thinking we now have another new dessert on our option list.
Yeah. Well, it's good. I wouldn't say it came out as good as if you used heavy cream, like a whipping cream. But definitely it's good. It tastes like chocolate ice cream. It's the consistency, though. The texture is just like one of those
Like a fudge
pops.
Yep. Yep, like a fudgicle.
Anyway, I'd call it a win for just stuff found in the pantry.
Yep. So we hope you enjoyed this video. If you've made ice cream at home using things in your pantry, let us know how you did that. If you try these recipes, let us know how they come out. If there's other things you'd like to see us do during this Pantry No Spend Challenge, make sure you leave comments in the comment section from our video. And I'm getting brain freeze from all this ice cream. So are you more of a vanilla, a strawberry, or a chocolate ice cream eater?
Right.
Since we've had all three here today.
And also, what would you put in like a vanilla ice cream? Would you do crushed up Oreo cookies, bits of different candy bars, peanuts, fudge swirl? What would you add?
Fruits.
Put that down in the comments too.
Yep, blueberries, strawberries, peaches.
I guess whatever you've got in the pantry. Yeah, so until the next video, or tomorrow.
We'll see you tomorrow,
See ya.
everybody. Take
Bye.
care.